Hey, what's going on? My name is Wilfred. I am a personal trainer. I'm having some lunch right now, and I want to just go over my trading venture. So, at the beginning of this year, I don't think I can multitask. I don't think I can eat and talk to you at the same time, unfortunately. Um, so, at the start of this year, I told myself and I told my partner, hey, I want to make as much money as possible. We've been living in Paris for the last 3 years, and I haven't seen my family in a long time. So I thought it would be a good idea to save up money to travel back to the U.S. and have a nice road trip. So let's start from the beginning of this year. Okay, there I am. As you can see, I started off with I don't think I can keep myself on the screen at the same time unless I let's see. Let's see what we can do. Technology. So, at the beginning of this year, I started off with about let's just say 2000 about 2000 and immediately dropped. I remember I made some really bad trades. This is all from options trading. For context, I have been doing horrible. I took some time off. I think during this period, I was like, okay, I just need to put my nose to the ground and work my job, try to earn some money. And then I got back into it around May. And as you can see, around this time frame, okay, I was doing okay. I had a little bump right here um, where I earned a little bit of money. So I think from here to there, it's about 400 US dollars. And from that moment, boom, I lost I lost everything. So I've been in the trading world for a little bit now. You can see I started in 2017. I got up, I got up, I got up. I had a good moment, a good run, and and I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. So this video is going to be me trying to get it back. My brother lent me $1,000 to try and make something of it, and I blew through that. So I am going to go through some trades, my current strategy, and also I want to record just getting more knowledge about the stock market. I really think that this could be a viable option for me. I know that stocks right now are at an all-time high, all-time record high, even though they had their lowest day, I think, a few days ago. But this is a time to make money. So, SpaceX, this is a stock that is coming out soon. I want to check how soon this one will be listed. I bought, I'm trying to buy two, but it says the 12th, so it's Friday. Friday from Starbase, Texas. Um, it'll go public, and I think this is where I should invest my money into. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement in the very beginning. I think it's going to really disrupt the market. Um, so I'm hoping that this will give me some return on my investment. So we're just going to take that back now. Right now, I only have $53 of buying power, and it's not a lot, truthfully. So let's see what is going on today. Let's see, 100 most popular. Nvidia, that was an interesting investment. I I want to go through and show you everything that I've made a mistake on. I think that would be helpful, especially coming up. So it looks like AMC is a cheap stock that had an okay week. This is not where I want to put my money into. I increased by 9% versus the last trading day. So it seems like people are not recommending buying this stock, and it's a dollar stock. Let's see what the return is. 14 cents on the dollar. So it's 7%. The last week, it looks like it's in a high point. I want to change the chart. Let's see. I think I can get a little more information about the market if I'm looking at the candlesticks. So let's change. This is a bit embarrassing. So I have it on 15-minute intervals, right? And I want to change it to candlesticks. Let's see. Chart types, candles. Okay, so it looks like we are still at a high point. So I'm going to just mark it right here. So we're currently, this is the current stock price, current stock value. And it's been up and down, as you can see, from this price point. Not the highest, not the lowest. I think the highest in the last week and a half was at 219. So that is about a 20-cent difference, 20 cents on the dollar. Not 20 cents on the dollar, 20 cents for every $2. AMC shares rise 7% today on strong May attendance and CEO shares purchase signaling confidence. Part of me wants to go for it. So we can buy a few shares, market value. Let's do 15 shares. Okay. Let's see what we are looking at now. I want to go back to full view and see what are we looking like. Where are my stocks? Okay. So right now we have it on the current price. I just want to do my return. So I can see that I'm in the red for most of my stocks. And the new AMC stock is at a steady minus 6 cents. So nothing crazy going there. Okay. For options, I also want to do total return. So as you can see, I'm not the best at this. I just got paid for my other job today, and I'm, considering how much I should invest that money into stocks again. As I mentioned, my brother gave me $1,000 to invest, and I've already lost half of that, and a big portion of that was today. I want to go back and look at the stock that really cost me. Let's see. So we have my pending orders. Let's see if I can get to my past orders. Count. see, I think it would be under my history. Okay. The one that really cost me today, I want to say was SJM. They don't make this easy for you. I want to say it was SJM. Or was it APLD? APLD. APLD is what cost me today, and it was a single stock, and I just fell for the hype. It shot up super quick this morning. I think I had like a $20 return, and it went down. I think this is the one that really cost me. I don't wanna say anything untrue. No, this is not the one. As you can see right here, I bought the contract for 45 and I sold it for 47. Premature, I know. But after the kind of day that I had, I could not hold off. I know you. This is part of the game. You know, you win some, you lose some, but that 200 loss in one day really really struck me, and I really want to show you this because I think this is an important part of this game, of this process. You know, you win and you also lose. So let's see. So it wasn't APLD. It must be SJM. But it looks like SJM was a win. Looks like I bought it for 25 and I sold it for 35. So not much of a win, but a win is a win. Okay. Is it BAC or is it Merlin? Sell at 55. How much did I buy BAC for? I have to make sure that so this was a 5-hour timestamp. So it could be BAC or maybe it was an APLD. So this is an expensive contract. As you can see, it was $240. And I think this is the one. So I bought it for $240 and I ended up selling it for 50. 240, 50. So that's the big 200 loss right here. I lost the value of this contract. And I think the lesson from this situation, I know stocks are going to rise and fall. This one rose and fell, I think, 3 times. And I tried to have some faith in the process, but it cost me. So we're going to look at the stock right now. I want to see if APLD. I want to see if I would have stuck it out, would I have made a profit? So I'm looking at the stock right now, APLD. $240 contract is what I had. So let's see what we're looking at. So it looks like there was a major win at, what time is this? 15:30. And what time did I sell it? I think this was around the time that I told myself I should have sold it, but I didn't. Yeah, I waited until until it went down here. Yeah, as you can see, it there were several moments. You have to be a shark with this. So it went up sky high. the beginning of the market day. Or was that yesterday? That was during the night. Yeah, during the night. So went up during the market day, up, and then it crashed. I think it was a bit premature for me to sell it, but I couldn't have afforded to lose that amount of money. More than, well, yeah. If thinking about it more objectively now, I lost 200. The contract price was 240. So, did I have an extra 40 to spare for the possibility for it to get up? The answer is yes. The answer is completely yes. I want to see if I can look at the options for this stock. I think they're down here. So this is the options trading. So let's see, shares, market. I'm just gonna check on my phone. I am more familiar with the interface on my phone, so I'm just gonna check really quick. So we're gonna go APLD, and I'm just gonna look at the options currently. Okay, and I think I had a $45 contract. Let's check. The contract was for $45. So the current price is 81. So I could have waited and I wouldn't have lost as much as I did. Yeah. This stock, la 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 la, rises on debt offering and major hyperscale lease deal announcement this week. Today's low, today's high. It's the current price right now. I think even recording this video, I'm thinking, the amount of information that I could have used in order to make a better decision. And this is why I wanted to record this video, because when I'm looking at the interface like this, I can tell myself, okay, this is how you're feeling. This is the truth of the matter, and make an appropriate decision, based on that. I was rushing a bit. I was at the gym. When I made this call. And I want to take on a different outlook. It's either you stay on the plane till nosedive, or you press that emergency exit. But the time that I pressed the exit, I was already nosediving full speed at the towards the ground. I think I sold it for right around here. So if I would have waited just a few hours, I wouldn't have gotten all my money back, but I would have been in a better spot. So that's a regret that I have. All right. I'm going to deposit $300 more into this account and put it to work. That's the decision that I am making. All right. I'm really hopeful about these Elon Musk stocks. I'm really hoping they do something okay. I think a lot of people are hoping the same thing. This opportunity for wealth could change a lot of people's lives. And I hear a lot of things about what the president is doing and not doing enough of. Um, but I just want to take advantage of this opportunity. And if I'm not able to, if I lose, everything, not everything, but if I lose, the 300, the 1,000 that I'm putting in here, I think the the potential for gain is going to be greater than any amount that I could have lost. So I'm going to commit to that. It's a little bit scary, not because I'm afraid of losing money. I've lost money before. It's no issue. But I am getting closer to traveling to the US. And the reason that I'm doing all of these different stunts right now is to have enough money to not only see my family, but see my country and show my partner, where I'm from. We're doing a road trip through the United States, and the U.S. is it's expensive. In short, it is expensive. I think we have to start with 50. Can we do 50? Let's see. Yeah? Does the transfer go through? There we go. Buying power, 74.66. I need to deposit 250 more. But let's see what we can do with this. Uranium energy. Let's see what's happening here. This is very important for the powering AI. Looks like a mining. Looks like the stocks are down quite a bit. Okay. Is this a time to buy? I think so. Let's see why the stocks are down. Let's see if we can do just a little bit of research before we jump on this opportunity. And I also want to see, so it seems like you can trade options too, which this is my, this is my saving grace. I want to finish my sentences. I really think that paying attention to these calls will be how I redeem myself financially. It doesn't look like anyone else is buying into the fact that this stock is going to do what it says it's supposed to do. So UEC, it's a mining, I want to say a mining plant, but that's not correct. Let's see. The company began. The war in Iran conflict in Iran is affecting everything in the energy sector, the oil sector, the hospitality sector. I don't know if July is the best time. It says they just had their Q3. So let's see if we can do a little more research before we jump into this one. So UEC. Let's see what we're looking at. Nosedive. This is the time to buy, but I just don't know if I'm buying an option. So this was just June 2nd. June 2nd, they were at the peak. So 52-week high, $20. Today's high, 12. That is a big difference. Wow. So this is the lowest the stock has been. I know this is a good time to buy. Let's see, you have a little article here. Why the uranium energy stock crashed today. Worse than expected losses in its Q3 earnings report. I thought I saw my neighbor out the window. This is something I'm still getting used to. I'll have to show you what I'm seeing currently. But cost to produce uranium, but generating precious little revenue from selling it. For company worth $6 billion. Didn't cite actual revenue in Q3. Just needs to sell the uranium it has amassed. Wow. So this is definitely a buy stock. It seems like, from what I just read, it is a matter of time before this one is on the rebound. So I think buying an option, it's a bit too soon. I'm saying this as I keep scrolling, but I also want to know when is Q4 for UEC. So when is their Q4? 2026. So operates on a fiscal year ending in July. May through is scheduled to be reported between late October and early November. Okay. I'm going to go for August. So that's what kind of money that we have currently. And I see a 36 for 17. I don't think this is unreasonable. I think this is pennies on the dollar. I'm I'm saying pennies on the dollar. I have pennies on the dollar currently. Or we can do two stocks for 1827. This is for August. I always try to strike a good deal, so 27's right in the middle of that. Let's see if we can get these contracts for 27. Do we get those contracts? Okay. I really want those contracts, as you can see. So let's just do 28. I'm impatient. That's the issue. Shit. I don't have enough. How do I not have enough? Let me see. I may have made a mistake. All right. We got the contract. This is a slow burner. I really don't know if what's gonna come from this one. So there it is right there. 2 buys for August 21st. This one, it may take a little time, and that's okay with me. I got the stock for cheap, so I am betting that uranium will be able to sell itself for a decent price. Hopefully everything is taken care of. I think August, right before election time, it could go either way. We'll see. We'll see how things go the other side of the world. All right. I think I am going to cut that video right here. I may play around a little bit more with my holdings, and I'm happy today because I implemented just a little bit more strategy into how I maneuver the stock market, and I wish I would have done this earlier. I think the biggest issue for me is time. I think I'm spreading myself super thin with training and everything that I do to make money, and I'm not really giving myself the proper time to devote to trading. So more trading, less training. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little take. I'm going to go ahead and log off now, and I will see you in the next video.